Musi być poddanie, Filip!
Filip Wiśniewski, and on the Warrior Way, here with me again, Hugo DEUX. Nice to meet you again. Nice to see you again.
Fist bump. Thanks. Nice to see you too. Nice.
Hugo, how are you? There is some time from your last fight. What's your thoughts with your previous fight?
For the previous fight, it was all good. With Blazin, it was really. So in KSW, it was really a good fight for me. Everything went fine, and I think I did my best performance. I'm very happy because I have I'm not known for my striking, but on the background I work on it very hard, and I spar with elite fighter Sasha Moisa, Mateusz Makarowski, sorry, I'm tired. Marian, of course, Timek, of course, Timoteusz Łopacik. So I'm very happy that on this fight I can prove that I have a good level in striking. And no, it's a great win for me, and I'm very happy. So we're gonna win this September fight, and after, like I said, November, December, we're gonna do a last one, because I really want to make a very busy year, because I think I'm on the rise, and when you have the wave behind you, you need to put the turbo on.
No doubt about your last performance with Christian Blazin, but there is one crucial thing. Obviously, Christian Blazin is a local fighter from near Rzeszów, but you won with him. So, are you a little disappointed that Christian is on the card rather than you?
Of course, of course, I'm disappointed. I will speak the truth. I think it's they fucked up the organization, there is, because I asked for September card, because
Okay.
I asked for it because all the guys go there. Timoteusz Łopacik, Mati go there, Mateusz Makarowski, and we are all in the same team, so we can all prepare together, have a good time in Rzeszów, fight and party, and it's Makaron hometown, so it will be great, great moment. But they refused to me. I don't know why. Maybe they have a reason, but they didn't tell me. And it's happened that they don't have the fighter who want to fight in the lightweight division, and they put Brezin. So I'm very happy for Sasha, because he come from our team, of course. So I'm very happy for him. But I'm guys, next time I will lose again, for example, when Bricht won against me, he was on on the super nice card. It was the Sto, KSW Sto. So I don't know. I think they like I said, they fucked up the organization. They didn't plan it good, and they pick him because he wanted to fight, and that's all, So I'm very disappointed because, of course, for me, I will not lie, it's better to fight in KSW than in Strife. Even if I'm very happy to fight in Strife, it's not the point, but I would prefer to fight KSW, of course.
Before we talk about your next opponent and your next fight, I would like to listen about maybe not the prediction, because you obviously pick your sparring partners, but I would like to listen about how those fights will roll. Basically about Makarowski and Paiva, and Blazin and Sasha Moisa.
Okay, so now I'm do a lot of spars with Mati, of course, Mateusz, because Paiva is around my size, my height, and we have the same arm length. So we do a lot of spar, a lot, and it's hard to spar with Mati, because he's very 100% presja, agresja, and to wszystko. So no, it's great. I try to not wrestle with him too much, because Paiva, he's not a wrestler. He to bang. Yeah, he to bang. So basically, when we fight with Mati, those last because I'm on camp for 3 weeks and already. So we bang a lot, and I try to mimic Paiva. And for Sasha, I don't do a lot with him because obviously I don't look like Blejen. I'm the opposite of Blejen. So we do a lot of rounds with Marian and other like tall and long kickboxers. But both of them, I'm not that scared. I think that Paiva, he's not ready for Mateusz smoke. Really, I think he's not ready. Like, you know, if you know Mateusz, you know that of course Paiva is very strong, but if he wants war with Mati, you don't do war with the God of War. You know, I think he will discover that he like wrestling. When he gonna see that it's hard, he gonna maybe, I don't know, clinch or wrestle. But we're prepared for it, of course. And Sasha, I think just he's a superior striker. Like, that's all. When you see how he butchered Sebastian on the Babylon, I think that Christian will end up the same way. Like, really, I think it's gonna be very tough for Christian.
If you talk about Makarowski, I remember the lyrics, one of my favorite rock bands called Children Collide, and there was a song with lyrics, "Never bring the sword to a gunfight."
Exactly, you know, like basically, when KSW proposed Paiva for Mati, it was like, it's gonna be a super entertaining fight. It will be like super interesting to watch. Mati is ready for a complete war for 3 rounds of like he did with Blejen, for example, like completely like war, blood everywhere. So, you know, on and on. I think I told you. I think Paiva will discover he got wrestling.
Igor, finally, can we talk about your fight? Can we talk a little about your next opponent? I think the Arturo Staszewski and Strife will pronounce upcoming fight, but can we talk a little about your next opponent?
Sure. So I know his name for 1 week, 2 weeks, something like this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's a good guy, good fighter. He's less ranked than me on the world rank. But yeah, great guy. Of course, I cannot say who he is, but he got like good striking, okay wrestling, okay partera, okay grappling. But overall, I think that you know, I just I gonna destroy him. You know, like no surprise, I gonna box him, I gonna pressure him, I gonna take him down, and I gonna take his life out of his body. You know, I gonna take his cardio, and yeah, that's all. There is nothing else to say. You know, I'm ready. I spar better guys every day, and you know, like when you prepare as hard as we prepare, you know, it's hard to be like not confident. It's a fight. Everything can happen, but. Like right now, I know I'm gonna win. I just try to figure out the best way for my career and for him. You know, like because it's of course I would prefer a finish, but you know, the more important is the win. It's not the finish. So, but it will be a great fight. He's a good fighter. He's no pussy. He's not gonna back up. You know, because it's funny because you know, when Arthur put me on the Strife card. There is a lot of guys who say no, I have the like they're, you know, suddenly you see on Instagram they're like 100%, and when you ask them to fight, they have pain everywhere. Brother, I have a child. He have less than 1 year. I don't sleep. I sleep 5-6 hours per night. I train and I have pain everywhere, and I fight because this is life. You know, like you need to overcome. You know, when you're tired, you rest. When you can train, you train, and that's fucking on. You know. So I'm happy that he accepts, and it's gonna be a good fight for sure.
Igor, how you basically this is only on the paper now your next opponent, but how you will compare your next opponent with maybe Gino Van Stenis, Jan Stanowski? It will be a little tougher or the same level?
No, less. He's tough. I think it's gonna be a tough fight, but in terms of technical level, experience, he's less for sure. You know, like when I look back my record, it's a short record, but I'm very happy. You know, the guy I fought. Actually, on the guy I fought, there is like maybe 2 or 3 with the Italian guy I fought that wasn't like
Morica.
super strong. Morica, yeah. But like it's funny because one of the weakest guy I fought, he knocked me out like Brisht, you know. Because he's not a super strong fighter. Everybody know it. It's just that I make huge mistakes, like tactical on my preparation, everything. And but definitely, I think that one of the weakest fighter I fought, he knocked me out, you know. And
It's on your mind, this fight?
so
It's on your mind, this fight?
no, now I don't bother. Of course, I want the revenge, but the same. He's all the time injured and stuff. So you know, I asked him multiple time, but you know, when I asked him on Instagram, he played a philosophical guy. Like, so you know, I'm not gonna run after him. He just took like a huge knockout from Nicolas Bivol, and me, I'm on the 2 and soon 3 win streak. So. If KSW want to give it to me in, you know, like Rzeszów or Łódź or wherever you want, of course I would take him, you know, erase my mistakes and that fucking on, you know. But definitely, yeah, I fought strong opponent. Gino Van Stenis is very strong guy. He's on the and I completely dominate him. You know, like people forget about this fight, but he cannot do anything with me. I completely destroy him. And honestly, if it wasn't like Łukasz, the referee, he could have stopped on the first round. You know, like I was destroying him on the ground and pound. He was like defenseless, and you know, like it's really like good. Jan Stanowski, super strong opponent. He's now in octagon. You know, Brezhyan is in KSW. Most of my fights it was tough and good guys, you know. So it's good to have like that short record and fought like already tough guys. So I'm very happy about this. Yeah.
Hugo, last question but not least. I really wonder, is there any chance, because obviously you have unbeaten streak in Strife, so is there any chance to fight for the belt here in Strife?
There is a belt in 70 kilo.
No, maybe you will be the first champion.
Honestly, if they, you know, I'm not a materialistic guy. For me, the be a champion. It's not about material or have a pass around your waist. It's who you beat, you know, who you beat.
Yes.
And I prefer to have on my records names, you know, strong guys that I beat. That I fought than like a fucking paper belt, you know. If I win this belt against a very good opponent, I would be very happy. But yeah, you know, if they want to add the belt, it's good. But for me, it really doesn't matter. For me, it's like only marketing stuff, and I'm not like I'm a real guy. You know, I don't give a shit about rainbows and you know, like pastel.
Okay, so Hugo, basically, thank you for your time.
Dziękuję bardzo. Yeah, dziękuję bardzo.
I wish you the best.
See you soon. Subscribe and everything. He's a good guy and he's a very good journalist.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Nice to see you.